What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Mashira, and I'm back at it again with another YouTube video. Alright, this video, we're back at it again with a nail video because I missed a crucial part of putting on nails in my last video, and I just couldn't do it again. So we're back. I'm choosing my nails. I chose that one that I'm showing right now, and we're going to get straight into exactly how to put on these nails in detail, step by step, so stick with me. So here I'm just showing you what comes in the packet, these little glue things and this file that I just don't use, so I always throw them away. Okay, so let's get into step number one. One of the important steps is making sure that your fake nail properly aligns with your real nail. I'm pushing it right underneath my cuticle area to make sure that it fits snug, and I even push it back a little bit if I feel like it needs to be pushed back so I can make sure it's fitting well. You just want to make sure that it's covering the sides and there's none of your nail hanging off or showing. And if it is, you'll want to pick a size up and just file it down later, which I'll show you how to do. And yeah, we know my hoodie is dirty, so I don't even want to hear about it in the comments. I just threw something on before I started. But here's a nail file that I use all the time. Alright, step number two is pretty self-explanatory. I'm taking my nail file, I'm going over my whole nail bed. I had some residual glue, that's why you can kind of see me kind of going at certain spots, trying to get that glue off. And if it's easier for you guys, you can totally use a drill. I actually usually use a drill, but I don't know, I just felt like using my nail file today to be a little bit less harsh on my nail. And it's okay if there's a little bit of glue left on your nail. It's not going to be the end of the world as long as you file over it and kind of give it as smooth as a layer as you can. And then I'm also going to file down my nails just because I like to keep my nails short and they grow pretty fast, so I usually have to file them down after every application. I'm genuine. I'm genuine. I'm genuine. I'm genuine. I think lust is blind and love is wise. She said, if you in between, then you out of time. I said, bitch, don't be acting like you gave me time. You only love me when a nigga is about to rhyme or when I get you right. Look, it's 5 in the morning and I wanna vibe. Don't be touching on the functions all up in my ride. Is you crazy? Is you crazy? Mama raised you right. Know you got some daddy issues, but you call me poppy. Shit is getting kinda steamy. Let's just get it poppin'. You my mocha latte with a side of chocolate. Know I used to love the cocoa, but the leaf is swapping. Yeah, the leaf is swapping. Cause I've been on my grind. I actually couldn't figure out how to put this cord so you guys wouldn't be seeing it in your face blaring at you. So sorry about this part, but this little brush tool has been my favorite discovery in doing nails. It allows you to get off all of that residue without getting actual moisture back into your nails, so you don't have to touch it with your fingers or rub it on anything. Just brush over it anytime you get done filing or anything with it. It's A+. You should get it. So it was really hard for me to get these tiny tools and let you guys see them, but it finally kind of unblurred. I'm gonna try to get my camera to a good position and good setting so where I don't have to work so hard to show you guys these things and it be clear and really good lighting. But I really just wanted to get these videos out for you guys, so hopefully it's not too bad. But I'm just taking this drill and going underneath my nail skin all around my cuticle, and if there's anything on the side of my nail too, like on the sides, I'll drill that down as well. Sometimes I use different tools depending on how much I need to get in there, but I don't want to go too small because the smaller you get, the more you may irritate your actual skin. So this size was perfect, and just go at it until you feel like you're not drilling up a lot of that cuticle and it's not all backs up anymore. So it's kind of like your discretion, but
This is real-time footage. I didn't speed it up or anything, so you can kind of see how long I'm taking on each nail, so you can kind of figure that out.
Really, man, I could be spoke, my day is selling. That y'all feel it, dependent in measure. All of us don't want fame or reverence. While I kept in these tracks to the tail of gelato, my strain, but the pain is selling. But I made more guns than you telling. My guns, nails, bag, Gastonian. I might go see him. I need good time to manage. Yeah, cut me my ties, they 7. Yeah, cut a new tie just to bandage it up. Brilliant and candy, my family stuck. So I just stuck to these shadows, I'm bobbing, weaving. Yeah, been dodging demons. I want a little baby for seasons. Real crack and swallow it seamlessly. Mommy don't call me no grievances. Really we said what it was and said that there's really no time for the fuss. Yeah, I caught your way back when we was bumping new Wayne on the bus. Yeah, I was a shy young G, cool fitting the space between us.
And back at it again with my brush tool. Once you feel like your nail beds have been adequately drilled or filed, go ahead and clean it all up. Make sure you don't have any residue. There might be a little bit, but that's okay. And then this is where you can kind of go back, make sure everything fits, and if it doesn't, lightly file the sides. And I want to say lightly because you can't go back from filing it too much. So very lightly file the sides in a rounded position to kind of take off that excess so it'll fit perfectly on your nails.
Keeping my skin tight and needed no eczema. Niggas come stabbing, it's breaking a blade on a bitch ass nigga. Better twist that when you raid ass nigga. No fear now, I was thinking swing back. No stiff neck, I was thinking graze that. Cuz I just touched up 100,000. I told him straight to the top. Nah, it's only right when I switch the pie. It just took working and working to work out. Seeing love and I'm praying and work out. I'm laid up with a little something won't work out. But I made for a better arch for blood. Every time we show up, man, we show out. Really, we said it, this set this shit. Ain't no explaining, I'm stressing this shit. I refer to you before I lost you. All that money counting up, can I count on you?
So this is the part that I forgot in my last video. It is the absolute most important step of this whole thing, because even if you don't prep your nails too good, you just file over them real quick and you don't do your cuticles and stuff like that, your nails will still hold if you file the inside of the fake nail. I'm not putting too much pressure, but don't be afraid to put a little bit of pressure. It's not going to break the nail if you have a good nail. And I'm linking where I got these nails from in the description below. I just got these just to do the video. I have no occasion for them. And I actually cut them down super short so I can work. But yes, go ahead and file it down until you feel like you're getting to where your actual nail is, like the length of it. And make sure it's even. And make sure you didn't miss any spots, because once you put the glue on, you don't want to kind of see that those lines that you made with the drilling of the inside of the nail. I tried to get you an up close image of it at the end of this clip so you can see where I drilled and how it looks, but it's so difficult to get because it's very light. But I'll try to do another video and show you guys a little bit better with my ring light in the future. I also wanted to add a small tidbit to this. Make sure you're getting around the edges of the nail as well. You could do this with a nail file or the drill. I was just being lazy, so I went around with my drill to get the edges as well. Super crucial part as well.
My whole person allegory. Missheld that person I left for you. Most would urge me to be urgent, y'all would. Watch me drown if you knew my Achilles, I'll be down, I'll go. Keely and Lisco, they be round me with this new feel, this new sound in me. That silent wind, that's just the sound of me. Hey, when I float, that's just the ground at me. This just too paramount.
I know you're like, what glue are you gonna use? Yes, honey, Gorilla Glue. I'm using Gorilla Glue on my nails. I don't use no other glue. It doesn't really work that well. Definitely not using glue that comes in the pack. It has a squeezable side so I can adjust how much I'm using. I use about 2 drops on my actual nail, or no, 1 drop on my actual nail and about 1.5 drop on the fake nail, depending on the size of the nail. So let's watch how I do it. And I flip them over just because once you start putting the nails on, if they're long, they're difficult to pick up once you get all them nails on, trust me. Alright, so let's glue these nails on. I'm taking one small drop, putting it around my nail. I'm not going close to my cuticle area because I don't want that glue to spew out and have to clean that up later. I'm using the glue, that excess glue from what I used, to pick up the actual nail. And then I'm going to go in downward motions. See how I'm swiping down to kind of give it an even layer, because these are kind of clear, and if you don't do that, you'll have spots in the nail and you'll see that glue. So let's go ahead and position it right underneath our cuticle. I ended up having to do this pinky one over because it wasn't positioned correctly. Put it right under your cuticle, turn it around, make sure that it's positioned correctly. If not, move it around to where it needs to be. Once you feel comfortable with the position, pressure down on it. I put a pretty good amount of pressure, not to where I'm hurting myself, but I'm pushing it down. And then I hold it down in the middle for about 15 seconds, and I hold it down on the sides for about 15 seconds. Give it a good look. Make sure I don't want to do it over before it completely dries, and then I move on to the next one. So once you get to that thumbnail, you can use a little bit more glue, but I'm doing the same process for all of them, not getting close to my cuticle, picking up the nail, adding it, downward motions, hold, 15-15.
Progression music.
My, I bought the bounce with the kick for your delight, yeah. My. Everything hit, I just came with the bounce. My word shit, your best shit and bounce. I make a hit, they skip on the sound. Shit, how it go, they give me a rouse. Yeah. This is underdog talk, I know real boss. Sure got bought, but you went like a bitch, dog. Witness 50,000 dropping that account at the IHOP. Made it off residual, would've fit the bill for IHOP. My nigga, I thought I had seen ballers, but she ain't seen none to that time. But this one may not hit what I'm an issue. I got that bounce, nigga. Quiet as it's kept, I done made plenty, chop the ounce, check it. Digging myself wrong, cause can't get out, then root yourself deeper. Figure I get on from counting figures, my nigga, my check different. Make sure that shit bounce. Everything on hit, but I sure got the bounce. Sticky in my Asha pouch. Everything ain't hit, but I'm sure about the ounce. Right nigga left, that's how shit go now. Why them niggas sit, these niggas sticking with they profiles. They fuck that shit, they on my nigga. I been in my zone now, I spit that lick I know about. Unlike your new protect, I really been new to this my time I'm on. I just gotta keep my pace, don't say no face, correct me when I'm wrong. Ain't finna do no breakup, I didn't really come from no head start. From no head start, feel the whole spit in my song now. This shit so real, finna say my soul out. I been really plotting so for the growth out. Something out of nine was the compound. In the rigs, no bitch say profile. This one may not hit why I'm an issue, I got that bounce, nigga. Quiet as it's kept, I done made plenty, chop the ounce, check it. Digging myself wrong, can't get out, then root yourself deeper. Figure I get on from counting checks, my nigga, my check's different. This one may not hit why I'm an issue, I got that bounce, nigga. Quiet as it's kept, I done made plenty, chop the ounce, check it. Digging myself wrong, can't get out, then root yourself deeper. Figure I get on from counting, figure my nigga, my check's different. Make sure that shit bounce. Everything on hit, but I'm sure about the bounce. Sticky in my Asha pouch. Everything on hit, but I'm sure about the ounce.
This glue actually dries really quickly. They're ready to go. I can put pressure on it, do whatever I need to do for the day. I cut these down just because I type for my job and I didn't feel like fooling with them, and I didn't really even want them on. I just did them for the video. And I noticed that I should have went with the actual pattern of the nails. I'm gonna pop a picture up here now so you can see exactly how they're supposed to look. It's fine though, you can do your nails however you want, you can pick whichever you want, but I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Put questions down if you couldn't follow along what I was doing. I can go into depth about a bunch of different things, and more videos about nails coming up soon. Bye.
Made it off residual, would've fit the bill for IHOP. My my nigga, I thought I had seen ballers, but she ain't seen none to that time. But this one may not hit what I'm an issue. I got that bounce, nigga. Quiet as it's kept, I done made plenty, chop the ounce, check it. Digging myself wrong,